Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're feeling totally exhausted by the endless treadmill of just chasing YouTube trends, take a breath. You're absolutely in the right place right now. Today, we're shifting completely away from all that exhausting guesswork of viral popularity. Instead, we're going to build a structurally sound first principles system so you can select a truly profitable YouTube niche for 2026. Let's get into it. So there's a huge myth out there that profitability comes from, viral luck or sheer popularity. But the real system, it actually relies on matched demand and profitability. It's kind of like a really busy market stall. Think about it. A stall doesn't become valuable just because 1,000 people blindly walk past it, right? It becomes valuable when the right people walk by. They actually want what's being sold, and the seller can consistently restock those exact items. High footfall literally means nothing without matched demand. To build this profitable engine gear by gear, here's our structured roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The illusion of popularity. 2. Attention that actually repeats. 3. Connecting intent to revenue. 4. The hidden creator fit. And finally, testing your niche idea. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The illusion of popularity. Moving beyond just getting views. The fundamental truth here is that a profitable niche is not just some popular topic, it's a place where attention reliably turns into revenue. Underneath every single truly profitable channel in 2026 is this exact 4-step engine. First, you get attention. That leads to trust, trust leads to action, and action generates revenue. It's a chain of connected outcomes. And honestly, if just one link in this chain is weak, like say you have attention but zero trust, or maybe action but no clear revenue path, the entire system just weakens. Moving right along to Section 2, attention that actually repeats. Why one-time curiosity fails. We really need to look at the raw material of this whole system, which is attention. Because let me tell you, relying on mere view counts is a massive trap. So what is true attention anyway? Well, it's a repeatable behavior where an audience consistently returns for a specific need. Imagine people gathering every single day around a local tea stall. They don't gather just because they saw a cup of tea once. No way. They go for the warmth, the routine, the conversation. Your niche is only truly alive when your audience's interest is a repeatable behavior, just like returning to that tea stall, rather than some accidental spike in traffic. Now, what's really interesting to consider is what happens after that first video. If your topic is just a one-time curiosity, interest drops off a cliff quickly, leaving you with a really thin niche. But if your topic addresses an ongoing problem, new questions just keep appearing. The strongest niches outlive trends precisely because they're firmly attached to durable, repeatable human needs. All right, Section 3, connecting intent to revenue. The job behind the topic. Okay, there's a really crucial difference between an audience looking for passive entertainment and an audience actively looking to make a decision. Every niche actually serves what we call a hidden job. Your audience might be there to solve a problem, make a decision, save time, earn more, feel safer, or even just belong to a group. Identifying this job, absolutely crucial. Whether your audience wants to reduce their financial anxiety or choose a new investment software, monetization always follows the actual job they're trying to do, not just the broad category label of your channel. Let's walk through this mini narrative of how a viewer turns into a customer. Think about the audience's state of mind. When they're just curious and kind of exploring, monetization is usually pretty weak. But as they move to comparing options and finally to deciding where they're ready to act, that's when the monetization strength becomes the absolute strongest. Getting your audience closer to a decision drastically increases your revenue potential. So the crucial point here is that monetization follows intent, not just size. Prioritizing this system of attention, intent, and monetization over raw popularity is exactly how you win. I mean, think about it. It is significantly easier to serve someone walking into a shop with a specific, urgent need than it is to monetize someone who's just aimlessly wandering through a massive bazaar. And you've got to map your revenue streams to those behaviors without trying to force a fit. If your audience is mostly just learning, ads and products work best. If they're actively comparing options, affiliate links and sponsorships are highly natural there. And if they're trying to solve a specific problem, well, services and consulting are definitely the way to go. You always want to align the monetization model to the exact intent of the audience. Which brings us to Section 4, the hidden creator fit, the bridge between audience and revenue. This fit is frankly the most forgotten force in the entire system. A niche could look incredibly profitable on paper, but it's going to completely fail in reality if the creator burns out. You really have to ask yourself, can you stay in this niche long enough? Think of a niche with a bad creator fit, like wearing a pair of beautiful shoes that start to hurt after 10 minutes. Sure, they might look amazing to everyone else, but for you, they're completely unusable. Creator fit is not just some soft, nice to have bonus. It is a structural necessity. It literally acts as the steering wheel for your channel's engine. You need to understand the audience naturally, be able to find new angles without forcing them, tolerate the required repetition, ensure it fits your natural speaking style, and, most importantly, care enough to stay consistent over the long haul. I want you to remember this quote. Profitability is not only about the market, it is also about fit between the market and the maker. We absolutely must analyze how consistent creator effort bridges the gap between audience and revenue. Without your sustained presence, trust just cannot compound. And without trust, that entire chain of profitability simply breaks down. Okay, Section 5, Testing Your Niche Idea, Moving from Theory to Practice. I'm going to equip you with a mental scoring system right now to effectively judge your own raw ingredients. This practical rubric forces clarity over mathematics. When you look at your idea, grade it on 4 things: repeatable attention, audience intent, monetization fit, and creator fit. Is it low, medium, or high? If an idea scores high on excitement but low on audience intent, that is a massive warning sign. Using this mental model will help you instantly recognize the true shape of your niche ideas. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when we look at real-life patterns. A smaller audience with strong intent, that is powerful. But a large audience with weak intent is highly inefficient. If you have strong money but weak creator fit, you're just going to get burnout. And a strong fit with weak demand, well, that's a really great hobby, but it's not a business. Let's ground this framework in a real-world example. Take the exam prep niche. It has repeatable attention because new students arrive yearly. It has clear intent because they're actively trying to pass a test. The monetization is super clear through things like courses and tutoring, and it requires a specific creator fit to truly understand student pressure. This niche is incredibly durable, precisely because it relies on recurring human need rather than some temporary flashy interest. Remember this identity shift. Good niche judgment is often the ability to notice strength where others only notice size. You're no longer just guessing at trends or treating YouTube like a lottery ticket. No, you are calmly, analytically reading market structure. Let's move to and see how this builds into our final core philosophy. A good niche idea is not one that merely looks interesting. It is one where the audience's need, the monetization path, and your own ability to sustain the work all reinforce each other. This is the structurally alive system that you now completely possess. So I'm going to leave you with this bold, provocative thought to really reflect on for your own channel. Are you just chasing a trend, or are you building a repeatable system of value? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I seriously can't wait to see these structurally sound, highly profitable niches you build.